I ride the hell out of it. You know, you read all these things about what's reliable, what's not reliable, what's better. It's funny. I just like listening and watching the YouTube videos and reading the comments of people comparing and why their bike is better than another bike, and it's funny to me. Because again, it's just a motorcycle. It ain't like this worldly possession. Like some people take it too serious. As long as you're riding, is my thing. I will ride with anybody. I don't care what kind of bike they got. I got friends who have so my friends who I typically ride with, who are local, who live near me, because I live out in Pennsylvania. A lot of my friends, close friends, live out of state or just, you know, not close by. But two of the guys I ride with, who I met basically through the whole Indian thing. One of my boys, he has a 2019 Chieftain, and I met him at a Indian demo day, and we just happened to be there and started talking, and then became friends. And now we ride together. And then another fella, a younger guy, I met him on one of the forums or one of the Facebook pages, and he happens to live nearby me, so we connected, and so the three of us now have become buddies, riding buddies. Share information, we ride when we can together, and we all happen to have Indians, but it wasn't because we decided I'm only gonna ride with somebody with an Indian. It just, we met through the Indian relationship. So that's how we started riding. Then I got another buddy who has he's a really good friend of mine, lives close to me. He the one actually got me into riding. He had an M109, and he was talking to me and like, you need to get your license, get a bike, blah blah blah. So I did, and now he barely rides. He had younger kids. Well, his kids are grown now. He has one in college, but he always was doing something, coaching or taking them to games or something. And he got me riding, and now he can't ride as much as I ride. So we don't ride as much as I would like. But he got rid of the M109 because he just, you know, he wanted to do a different kind of riding, and ended up buying a used Goldwing. You know, the not the new model, but the you know, 2000. I think this is 2007 or something. So that edition that was around since, I guess, 2001, right? 2001 to 2017. I know they changed a little bit in 12, but he rides that. What a great bike to ride. You know, it's not a bagger, but oh my God, it's one of the most amazing rides. Comfort, power, speed, handling. It's just a great bike. Certainly wouldn't mind owning one of those, especially for long trips, because you never get anything more comfortable than that if you're riding all day or far. And that's why you see high mileages on them, because they're just great bikes. Then I got a friend who lives in North Carolina, my best friend, who rides, and we ride a couple times a year. We meet up in Virginia or somewhere for a weekend and ride. He has a Victory Vision, another great bike. Just power, similar to a Goldwing in terms of how it feels, but you know, clearly more of a bagger V-twin ride. That's, you know, the difference. But what a comfortable bike. I rode it for a day when we met in Virginia, and then rode down to Virginia Beach, and that bike, I didn't want to get off it. So comfortable, seating positions, your feet, the power, you know, crazy shape, crazy design in terms of how it looks. But another great bike. Wouldn't mind owning one of those too. And then my other buddy, who he rides, but his limit is maybe 2-3 hours, and that's it. And that's a push. He has a victory too. He has a victory Crossroads, with the windshield. So same engine as my other buddy with the Vision, 106. But another great bike. So I say all that to say there's just a lot of good bikes out there, and even if you have your preference, try to ride multiple ones just to see how they differ. I'm sure you won't get in trouble by your comrades who own whatever brand it is that you ride. At least it helps you know, hey, do I got the most comfortable bike, or do I got the bike that I really like? Is there something better? I mean, we do that with everything else, right? I don't think most people don't go out and buy the same car every 5 years or 6 years. They change up, try something different. Some people do, but why not do that with your bike? If for some reason I got tired of this bike, or wanted just, something happened to it and I had to get another one, I don't know if I would get another Chieftain, because I would probably want to do something else. There's other bikes just came out. I might want to look at the Challenger. I might want to look at a Goldwing. I might want to look at a BMW, which I did try. I never rode the K1600B, the more of the tourer bike. I didn't mind that, but I rode the new bagger they have, and I didn't like it. Beautiful, again, beautiful bike, a lot of technology, but it just didn't. There was some weird things about it. The engine was kind of weird in terms of weird how it skirts out on the side, and I just had a hard time shifting it. It was weird, like it shifted weird. The heel toe shifter just seemed to be not placed properly. I'm sure you could adjust it, but it just seemed weird to me. But again, beautiful bike, but I wasn't crazy about that, so I know I wouldn't buy that. But I would consider a K1600B. I never rode one, but if it rides like a Goldwing rides, I would certainly consider it. God, this traffic is bad out here. I gotta get this visor is fogged up. Sorry about that. Let me get out here. Wow. So yeah, I just like bikes. Maybe because I haven't ridden them for a long time, I haven't developed that brand loyalty. Where I would, defend everything a brand does and don't do. I mean, I'm sure there's some things I would like to change or do different on this bike if I was designing it myself. But yeah, I like going to demo days. I like riding other bikes. I rode the Challenger. I just rode the Challenger. Great bike. That would be a bike that I would definitely consider if I had to get a new bike. Like I said, a Goldwing. I haven't rode the new one, but the old ones are great. So I heard the new ones are even nicer in terms of they're lighter, probably faster, probably handle better because they're lighter. I would definitely consider that. There was, when I'm, I've gotten so involved in looking at different bikes and what manufacturers are doing or not doing, and I just, there are a lot of great bikes out there, but I always wonder, about the decisions that they make to do or not do certain things in terms of the competition and, keeping pace with, the Harleys of the world, the Indians of the world. Not that, I don't consider that copycatting. I mean, I think every manufacturer of a vehicle, whether it's a car, truck, SUV, they are in some form or fashion looking at their competition and making adjustments about and doing studies and evaluating what people like and don't like, and making those changes to their vehicles. Like the one thing that's always puzzled me, and I think that's good. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I think you should do that, especially if you're fighting for market share. Why wouldn't you not be mindful of that? If you're trying to take up someone's market share, you need to see what the customers of that particular manufacturer likes, and then try to add that if it's a good point. If it's not going to hurt your product, why not? Like I scratch my head to this day about why Harley doesn't have the windshield, the windshield that goes up and down. Like, to me, any bike that's a tourer bike or for long distance and fairly expensive, top of the line type bike, why would you not have a windshield that goes up and down? Indian has it, Honda has it, I think the Yamaha Transcontinental has it, I think. The BMWs have it, not the baggers, which is odd to me, since BMW is probably one of the inventors of the electric windshield, probably, with all their touring bikes. Why wouldn't they have that bike in that feature in their touring bike? I mean, their bagger, I don't know. Like, why wouldn't you have that? It don't hurt, right? If you can